The first step in the process is to create a cloud account. Go to the website pass.com and sign up for an account. It's a free account, so just type in your username, password, and then create an account. Having created an account, log in with that account. And then create a new app. Click the create button. Click on this button and press the keys option. You need these two keys, which are the application ID and the client ID keys. Copy it. Open Notepad and paste it into that. Repeat the same process for the other. Email this text file to yourself. Attach the file that you saved to the email. And send it. Download the app from the app stores for iPhones, or Google Play or Amazon, and install it on your device. This demonstration will demonstrate the Android version. When you install the app, you will get this icon, iProjects icon. Click on that. The first step in the process is to save the server keys into the app. Here we have displayed the keys because it had the old keys. We will change this to the new keys that we just created. On your device, open the email account and open the file. Click on the first key and select copy. Copy the second key and paste it into the app. Each time you paste a key into that, don't forget to click on the save button. Otherwise the key, you can only save one key at a time. It is important that you get the keys correct. Please verify after you paste it. Okay. Otherwise you cannot. Having saved the correct keys, the first step is to create an account for yourself. If you are an owner or a resource, does not matter, you have to create a user account with password. So click on this. Click on the sign up button. You will get a welcome message. Now the first step is to log into the system. Click on the login button. A user test20 has been created in the cloud account, and you can see that you have a blank resources, projects, and all the things are blank. So the first step is to create resources, projects, and milestones. We will demonstrate one resource, one project, one milestone in this demonstration. You can have any number of projects or resources or milestones assigned to the project and resources assigned to the project. The concept is based on the fact that only the person who creates a record can change it. It is assumed that the owner will create the resources and the projects and will be responsible for the creation of the master information. Click on the Add Resource button. And fill in the information. Fill in the information and then take the picture of the resource, or you can use the camera or select from the library of images you have. In this case, I'm going to take a picture using the camera button. Click on the save button to save the recording. It shows that the resource has been created. Now we will create a new project and repeat the same process of creation. Fill in the required information. After you enter the required information, you need to select the project manager for the project. Click on this icon. You will be presented with the list of all the resources available for you. You can select a resource as a project manager and then save it. Having selected this, when you are in this screen, you can also call or text or email the project manager from this screen by clicking on the respective buttons. There is also a slideshow button here at the very bottom that you can click, and then that will display all the images posted for this project by your resources. The project shows up in the list. You can click on this project and then add milestones by clicking on the button below the save button, and then click on add milestone. Here you can enter the relevant information for the milestone, and then you can assign the resource. After you enter the milestone name and the description and the allocated hours, the add resource button is enabled for you to add a resource to this. When you click on this plus button, you will be displayed with a list of all the resources that you created. You can assign a resource to the milestone. When you do this, a resource is allocated to this milestone, and then you can allocate the hours for this. So you have allocated 100 hours for this resource of the estimated 120 hours. Click on the save button. A milestone resource has been assigned to this milestone and it has been saved. If you go back, you will see that it has already added to the system. So now we created a project, a resource, a milestone, and assigned a resource to the milestone. Now we will create a new user who is a resource, and then the resource will be sent the keys that you created, and they would have to go through the same process in their device. They will click on this save keys button and enter the keys that you have sent it to them, and then save it, and then create a user for themselves. Now I'm creating a user for the resources, test 21. I'm going to log in as a test 21 user who is a resource. Now we have logged in as a resource. Let's see whether we can change any of the details. If you are not the creator, you cannot change any of the aspects of resources or projects. However, you can only add hours to your allocated activity. I select the milestone, and then I click on this button to record an activity that I completed as a resource. Enter the information and then create the save button. Please note that you can use this option to call, text, or phone any person or email. Once you save the milestone activity, you can click on this button to get the activities for this resource, or you can click this button to get the activities for all the resources if there is more than one resource. In this case we have only one resource, so I'm going to click on this button, and this will show you the activity, and you can click here to go into the details. And then let us say you are at different location, you can put this on, and then this distance will be populated correctly. As I'm on the same location, it's populated 0. You can create any number of. I have now logged in as a project manager so that I can export the activities that were created and email it to myself so that invoices and payments can be made. So I click on this team icon, click on this resource, and then there is a email icon at the bottom right hand corner. Click on that. Select the dates. If you are not a project manager and try to export, the system will not allow it. As I'm a project manager, I can click on this button and I'm going to type in the email address of my accountant and say send. If you want to review the progress of the project, you can have a slideshow. There is an icon at the bottom here which you can click. That will show all the images so that it will be easy for you to demonstrate to other people, and then you can click on this